Hello everyone! Anybody who knows me on a personal level or has heard me bitch on this channel over the last like 3 years or so knows one thing about me, and that is that I don't sleep. I don't sleep well, I don't sleep long, and I don't sleep deeply. I'm probably the most restless person to sleep with. I don't even sleep in the same room as my husband because I sleep so terribly. So, funny enough, a company called Teami blends reached out to me to do a review, and I'm gonna just throw this out there right now. Every time somebody reaches out to me to do a review, I always say I'm going to give my honest to God opinions. I will let you say not to put out the video, but I will always give my honest opinion. So you either don't hear about the product at all, or you hear exactly what I think of it. So this is not sponsored. I don't care what anybody thinks. So Teami Blends reached out to me, as I have said, and they gave me an option to go through a bunch of teas and a bunch of skincare that they offer that is all organic and vegan and cruelty-free. So I'm looking at this PDF that they sent me of the things that I can choose from, and I saw this Relax Tea Blend. Relax Tea Blend. So what I will say is I am not a believer in teas. I don't believe in teas. I don't believe in like the yoga, like the whole like, I don't even know how to explain it. Between Mulder and Scully, I'm definitely Scully. I am a believer in science and what I can see and what happens, and I have tried teas. I don't like them. The detox teas I think are kind of crap. This company does detox teas. I haven't tried them. I have no opinion on how they work. I have tried a different sleepy tea, and it just didn't really work for me either. So what I'm trying to get through in this conversation, I guess, is that I was pleasantly surprised by this tea. A friend of mine at work is very into teas. He's very into like self-care, and he's vegan and gluten-free, and he knows a lot about chemicals. Like he makes all of his own cleaning products, for example. I think he distills his own water or something like that. I can't remember. I'll have to double check, but he is very, very pure in what he eats and what he puts in and on his body and in his apartment. He is super, super pure. So I had him look at these with me, and he suggested I pick up the relaxed version of the tea to see if it would help me with my sleeping problems. And oh my God, it actually did. I am shocked, like shocked. They also sent me a little diffuser with it, which was kind of nice because I don't have anything like that to actually have been able to use this. But so it's a loose leaf tea that you put in a little steeping thing. You put it in your hot water, and they advise you to either put nothing in it or to put in honey, nectar, or lemon if needed. So I have tried many of these teas before based on other people telling me like, oh, it's gonna work, and they never do. And I also find them disgusting. Like as soon as I drink them, I'm like, ugh. So I was 100% expecting the same experience with this tea. However, I don't have to put anything in it. I don't mind the smell, and I don't mind the taste. Would I like take it for fun? Probably not. But like, I actually don't mind the taste. I have a very tough time with like coffees and teas not being sweet. I like them when they're sweet because I'm so salty, but I actually don't not put anything in this, and it's very, 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 I don't even know what the word is, but it tastes good. Like I don't feel like I'm choking it down. Like I enjoy the process of drinking it. So all that is in this is peppermint, yarrow, lavender flower, chamomile, lemongrass, orange peel, and valerian root. And for anybody who is not into teas or into like herbs and stuff like that, valerian root is the active relax ingredient in this. Valerian root will actually make you sleep. It's kind of like a version of melatonin that just functions a little bit differently. So melatonin is basically the vitamin you get from the sun. So you know when you are out in the sun all day and all of a sudden you are so tired when you come inside and your body temperature starts to regulate again, the sun makes you sleepy. And valerian root basically does the same thing. So I will go through the cons first, and then I will go through the pros now that you know my overall thoughts on it. So my number one con is that I know it helps me, but I've been getting too busy and I actually forget to take it. So I like to drink the tea about a half an hour before I know I'm going to go to bed because it actually knocks me out. But I never remember to actually take it. I was using it every day for like a week and was sleeping better, falling asleep faster, staying asleep, being less restless. And then I just started to forget to take it, and then I would be like, ah, shit, I'm like in bed, and I would remember, and I'd be like, oh. A smart person would like get up and just take it and wait a half an hour to sleep better through the night, but not me. In the instructions on the website, it does say that you can drink it if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. So if you are having problems sleeping doing that, you can drink it, but they also advise you to speak to a professional before you do so. I feel like if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, that's probably something you should be doing anyway when adding something like some sort of outlier to your diet. My last con is that it actually almost gives me like uncontrollable sleepiness when I take it. So for example, I had someone over, Kelly was over the other day, and I took it, and within about 10 minutes I started to fall asleep on the couch, and she was kind of making fun of me because I never fall asleep. Like, I am the worst for that kind of stuff. And now we have a thing called sleepy tea, and we just say sleepy tea and Kay just falls asleep. So I wish I had known it was going to affect me that quickly in that state and put me in that state when I had somebody over. But again, it's not really a con. It does exactly what it's supposed to do for you. My last comment, which I don't know if it's a pro or a con, is the product is $30 for a bag. So it's $30 American, and I don't have a problem with the fact that it's $30. It's quite a bit. You'll get quite a bit of servings out of it. I used this for 2 weeks, and it looks like I barely even touched it. Like, it's basically full. And like the amount you use is, I think, like, yeah, 1 teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon, this will probably last you like a month to 2 months. So seemingly it is expensive, but outwardly it's not really. It's probably much less than you would pay for, say, a Tim Hortons, or most definitely less expensive than you would pay for a month-long addiction to Starbucks. But I digress. So my main pros are, it's not caffeinated, it is vegan, it doesn't make me feel like crap the next day, whereas with melatonin, when I was trying to take that to help me sleep, the next day I would feel really groggy and have a hard time getting up in the morning. It really helps me fall asleep faster, it makes my restlessness go away, and some of the other claims it has is that it actually like calms your stomach and relaxes your stomach muscles and your intestines. And I know that sounds disgusting, but I actually have a lot of digestive problems as well. And I did notice a difference that I just felt like my insides were calmer. It also helps with calming muscle spasms. So I believe the point of the Relax Tea is it actually like relaxes your whole body. It relaxes your muscles, it relaxes your digestive system, and it actually relaxes like your brain. So my brain is in hyperdrive all the time. It's a function of my work. It is a function of my life where I just have to be in absolute hyperdrive at all times to function. And being that way makes it difficult for me to like shut down and go to sleep, because I'm running lists, I'm running to-dos, I'm running different scenarios of things that have gone on in work that day and how I can fix them the next day. And that's just how my brain operates. And I need something like this to actually shut me down a little bit. So they do have tons of other things available. There's detox teas, skinny teas, energy boosting teas. They have skincare, they have masks. They have actual like plans that they set up for you where they will actually send you things. So if you tell them what ails you, they will try and create something for you, which I thought was kind of cool. Those plans are a little bit more expensive. They're around $100, but you're not only getting one of these, you actually get a whole set of stuff and a program built for you. I do think I will try something else from Teami Blends in the future, if I'm being completely truthful. I was pleasantly surprised with how this tea went, and I am very skeptical of these types of things because, again, I am a Scully, not a Mulder, and I don't believe in anything unless I see the proof in front of me. So I may try the energy boosting tea and see if I can bring myself off of coffee again. I love coffee. It's my favorite. I will leave a discount code down below. You can use it or not use it. You can buy or not buy, but if you are having trouble sleeping and you have tried a few things, I do recommend you try this. I know it is, I've seen the way and when you guys comment on my videos, and sometimes it's 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, completely recognizing that we have different time zones, but I know for a fact some of you don't. So I know that there is some restlessness going on in this YouTube community. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and I know this is not a beauty video, but I do think self-care is starting to become a little bit more important in my life, and I think it should be important for everyone, and honestly, sleep is when you regenerate, so it's important to get some.